You're watching WKYT News at Noon.
Welcome back to WKYT News at 12:30. I'm Barbara Bailey.
I'm Bill Bryant. Here is what's leading our news this afternoon. A man has been arrested after bombs went off earlier this morning in New York and New Jersey. Police believe the two incidents were connected. Ahmad Khan Rahami, a naturalized U.S. citizen from Afghanistan with an address in Elizabeth, New Jersey, was taken into custody following a shootout with police officers. A police department official says two officers were shot in the encounter in Linden, New Jersey. Elizabeth, New Jersey's mayor, Christian Ballwage, says county authorities told him that the officers shot at Linden, they are expected to be okay. The officers who were shot, that is, expected to be all right. He says one was struck in a protective vest, the other in the hand. And New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo says investigators have no reason to believe that there are any further threats, but he says the public should be on constant guard. A man is in serious condition after being shot overnight in Lexington.
It happened on Honey J Court off Center Parkway near Tates Creek High School. WKYT's Lauren Miner is tracking the situation, and she joins us now with the very latest. Lauren?
One man is in serious condition after getting shot several times on Honey J Court. Police say the suspect was last seen running down this street, Center Parkway. Neighbors tell us they heard several rounds fired over on Honey J Court around 10:30 last night. One neighbor thought it was just firecrackers going off until she saw a group of squad cars pull up. When Lexington police were on scene, they saw the suspect running toward Center Parkway. Then they found a victim suffering from several gunshot wounds on Honey J Court. The only description they have of the suspect at this time is a man wearing a black shirt and blue jeans. Police are still looking into the reason behind the shooting. One neighbor told us this isn't the first time that he's heard gunshots over on Honey J Court. The victim was taken to UK hospital last night with serious injuries. No words on his condition. Reporting in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you. And one neighbor also tells us he saw another man being arrested shortly after the shooting on Honey J Court, but said it was not the man who ran. Police have not confirmed that arrest. A Lexington man is in jail accused of shooting at his neighbor's house. Police charged Brad Cochran with wanton endangerment. They say he was in his backyard when he fired a round from a 12-gauge shotgun. Police say several pellets hit his neighbor's house, and there were people inside that home at the time.
Lexington police are still looking for the three men who robbed two gas stations and shot a station clerk. Police say the group robbed the Shell at Lexington Green and then tried to rob the Marathon on Lansdowne Drive, not far away. They say the men shot the Marathon clerk, 49-year-old Charles Moore. At last check, he is still in critical condition at UK hospital. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan pull away from both gas stations, and police are looking at surveillance video trying to identify the men.
And there's been another Lexington gas station robbery. This time it was the Speedway on New Circle Road. Police say just before 2 o'clock this morning, the clerk was outside when a man came up to him and forced him behind the counter. The suspect got away with cash. Well, weather may have contributed to a fatal motorcycle crash in Lexington earlier today.
There was a lot of fog this morning. This happened about 7 o'clock this morning on DeLong Road off Tates Creek Road in southern Fayette County. Police say the cyclist, 21-year-old David Chereshnia, lost control and crashed into a wooden fence. A doctor on his way to work saw the man on the side of the road and tried to save his life, but was unable to. Officers say the victim died before first responders arrived. The coroner says the man died from head injuries and was not wearing a helmet. Police say the cause of the crash was weather-related. Again, it was very foggy in that area at the time of the accident. A southern Kentucky teenager is being called a hero after saving two men from drowning.
The Wayne County Sheriff says a deputy responded to a near drowning on Lake Cumberland. The deputy was trying to help pull Jeremy Lowry out of the lake when he too went under. The sheriff says that's when Lowry's son, 13-year-old Caden Lowry, jumped in and helped pull the deputy and his father to safety. He's the one who rescued them. The sheriff is now applying for a life-saving and bravery award for Caden.
Sounds like it is well deserved, certainly. Well, funeral arrangements have been set for former basketball Wildcat Charles Hurt. Visitation will be Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. with the funeral immediately after that. All of that happening in the gym at Shelby County High School, where Hurt starred in the late 1970s before signing with Kentucky. The Army veteran will be buried at Grove Hill Cemetery in Shelbyville with full military honors. Hope you'll keep it here on WKYT News as we continue.
Coming up, researchers have discovered a link between depression and diabetes.
Clouds are still laying around for some of the area, but don't expect any rain out of those clouds. We'll start to see those separate as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon. It's about the temperatures. Do we see any 90s in the forecast? I have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, if you have the clouds overhead right now, you are in the 70s. If you do not, then you're talking about the 80s. So it all depends on where you are to get those pesky clouds on out of here. It just doesn't look good in some spots, and that's the look outside at this moment. Central, southern zones, that's where we're holding on to. It's 71 degrees right now in London. It's incredible, but watch when those clouds separate. Watch how fast these temperatures shoot right up. We're at 80 degrees now in Frankfurt. It's a good-looking day in Frankfurt. It actually feels all right. Moorhead, finally, you're starting to get some peaks of sunshine, and now we're at 77 in Moorhead, where we were just at 73 degrees. So it's going to jump very rapidly. Lexington, once we start getting that sunshine to peek on through, I do expect Lexington for us to actually have some mostly sunny skies later on this afternoon, at least at some point. And we'll finish off there in the mid-80s, despite where we are at this moment. So pretty great evening to the kids coming home from school. I don't see any problems. You heading out to eat later on this evening, no issues whatsoever. I'd say sit on the patio too, because it actually feels all right. Tomorrow's pretty much the same, remaining dry. It'll actually have more sunshine tomorrow, since those clouds will separate today and off into the evening hours. Mid-80s do stick around. Then we actually get to the mid to upper 80s for your hump day. You're talking 6 to 10 degrees above average, average being mid to upper 70s, so we'll get up there. I mean, could we see maybe a 90-degree reading in a couple locations southbound? There is that possibility. Now, it's not likely. Most of us more than likely will actually stay below 90 degrees, but still we're talking about 90 degrees. We're closing in on fall. Fall being the first day on Thursday, feeling more and more like summer. Here's the breakdown on fall. Just little tidbits, little fun facts for you. It's actually the first day is on the 22nd. That's going to be Thursday. Average temperatures during that time, high of 76, low of 55. So we're far off from that because we'll be around 87, 88 degrees. Fall foliage peak times. That's going to be right there mid to late October. We still have plenty of time to get out there and check out those trees. 7-day forecast, easy one. Dry, number one. Number two, well above average temperatures. That's really all you have to look forward to the next 7 days. That's an easy forecast, right?
Hot and bright skies.
That's exactly right.
All right. Sounds all right. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
A link between depression and diabetes, and warnings about a popular painkiller. Also, and this is involving children. We have a look now at some of the day's top health stories.
Marley Hall has details in this Better Living report.
Pediatricians are urging parents and doctors to stop prescribing codeine to kids. The American Academy of Pediatrics has found evidence linking the drug to deadly breathing reactions. Doctors say children metabolize the drug faster than adults and may experience dangerous reactions. Government researchers are linking depression and gestational diabetes. Scientists say women who feel depressed during the first 2 trimesters almost double their chance of developing gestational diabetes. The risk is even higher for depressed pregnant women who are obese. Many parents are skipping spoon-feeding pureed foods to their 6-month-olds and instead letting babies feed themselves solid foods. Now a new study in pediatrics suggests babies fed this way are not more likely to choke than babies fed the traditional way. But researchers remind parents not to offer foods considered a choking hazard. That's a look at some of the day's top health stories. Marley Hall, CBS News, New York.
Well, coming right up, from 4 talented dads playing and singing at the piano to comedians that will leave you in stitches. You can find out what's going on at the EKU Center for the Arts coming up.
A preview of upcoming shows next on WKYT.
All right, welcome back into WKYT as our noon news hour continues. The word is watch and be amazed at the EKU Center for the Arts in Richmond. This is going to be a season filled with excitement.
And to tell us about those upcoming shows, we're joined by Sean Leduzer, Publications and Promotions Coordinator at the EKU Center. Welcome, glad to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
A lot of great shows coming up at the center.
We have some amazing stuff this week. On Saturday, September 24th, we've got the Piano Guys coming, and for people who don't know who the Piano Guys are, it was actually the name of a piano store, and the guy who owned it decided that he wanted to do videos that could sell more pianos. So he connected with these other three guys. They created some really amazing videos that didn't end up selling any pianos for them, but it launched their music career. And now they tour all over the world. They have over 1 billion, that's with a B, over 1 billion views on YouTube. I mean, they are in every respect a phenomenon.
So it's 4 guys and they play all at once?
Well, it's 2 of the guys are behind the scenes. They write the music and produce the videos. The 2 that you see are the pianist and the cellist. And they play like a combination, a mashup between classical music and pop music, movie themes. So it's something that pretty much every member of the family is going to hear something they recognize or they really love.
Yeah, I think they're real showmen. So
they are. They're fantastic.
Thing.
Their show's funny, and of course they are super talented.
Now you also have an announcement about a show that is certain to have people laughing out loud.
We do. Today is the day we announce comedian Bill Engvall. So he's going to be at the EKU Center on December 9 at 8 p.m. Viewers would know his work from the Bill Engvall Show, and he also was part of the enormous Blue Collar Comedy Tour. So if that is their brand of humor, they will want to get tickets for Bill Engvall. Tickets go on sale this Wednesday for Friends of the Center, and on Friday for the general public.
Again, the date on that show is?
December 9th.
December 9th, okay.
Great.
Well, it sounds like lots of great things coming up.
And much more, I'm sure, too.
Oh, there's so much. We're getting ready to announce something big in the fall. So stay tuned. Keep up at EKUcenter.com.
Very good.
Thank you.
As always, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thank you.
Coming next, keep it here, the 5th grader who has an important message about fire safety.
We're talking with the city's new junior fire chief next.
Welcome back to WKYT News at Noon. A 5th grader at Liberty Elementary is Lexington's new junior fire chief, and he's taking that role quite seriously.
We're so happy to be joined by Ryan Frisbee, the 2016 junior fire chief, along with firefighter Greg Gurton. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it's a big honor. And first of all, before we ask Ryan about what he's going to be up to, firefighter Gordon, what does it mean to be named the junior Lexington fire chief?
That's a great honor. Every year, annually, we select a junior fire chief to help assist the Lexington Fire Department in promoting Fire Prevention Week.
Ryan, this is a really big job. What do you think about it?
I really feel honored, just to be honest. I did not even know this existed till it was either last week or the week before that. I can't remember. I think it was last week.
Well, that's really a great thing.
How did you find out about it, that you were going to be named the chief?
On Tuesday afternoon, the principal and vice principal had me come to the office and they told me.
You have a wonderful poster here that you did. Is this part of what you're going to be promoting for people to make sure those batteries are good? What's the rest? What do you want to tell people about fire safety?
I want to tell people that, first of all, this is specifically geared toward kids. Don't go back in and get your favorite toy or iPad.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Just keep moving, right?
Very good advice.
Which is very good advice, right?
Absolutely. I want you to get out and stay out. And just this year's fire prevention theme, like I said, is don't wait, check the date, replace your smoke alarms every 10 years.
How do you choose a junior fire chief? Who's eligible?
We choose a particular 5th grade elementary, and they design a poster and an essay, and then once they're selected by their peers and the teachers, like I said, they help us with Fire Prevention Week and promoting fire prevention and the theme.
Are you interested in firefighting, do you think?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe as a career?
Maybe.
Just wait and see, right?
Right.
Fifth grade, you got a lot of discovering to do, right?
Right.
Well, I know you've got to be looking forward to that fire prevention parade too. When does everything start?
We're going to have annual fire prevention festival. It's going to take place October the 2nd out at Master Station Fairgrounds, but it's going to start at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to have free fire truck rides, pony rides, even the health and wellness screening, hearing and vision screening, free food. It's going to be just overall great time.
All right. And Ryan, I guess, right up there on the fire truck, right?
Oh,
You'll be the center of attention.
Well, that's going to be really cool. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very
Congratulations.
much.
Welcome. Thank you.
Let's check weather before we go. We've had difficulty getting those clouds, really that fog, to lift on out of here today.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're seeing outside. What happened was this morning you had that fog form, and the fog started to lift, and now it's up in the sky. You got to get some mixing going on. Then it'll start to separate here the rest of the afternoon, off into the evening hours. So the rest of the day is a good day. I mean, you're talking 83 degrees, especially once the sunshine starts peeking through. Actually feels all right now, but some drier air is filtering on in. That means humidity is going to go down, and that's always nice for us during the summer months, which we're still in summer. We still got a few days left. Off toward the evening hours to see no problems whatsoever. Out to eat, out at the ball fields, all looks well. We're at 79 degrees there by 8 p.m. So we're staying clear the rest of the day and off into your next few days. Chris Bailey's going to be in here. He's going to get you updated on how high these temperatures go, because they get much warmer than that 83 you see there on the screen. He'll be in here at 4 p.m.
All right, and as we wrap up our noon newscast, a reminder that The Young and the Restless is coming up next.
We leave you with the music of this week's Wood Songs from Canadian banjo songwriter Kia Cater. Enjoy. Have a great day.
Rise up and fall, St. Elizabeth. I am king to your call in the mist. I am slave to your land, and I will die by your hand, Elizabeth. The church, it did call me Elizabeth to sing in salvation and joy, but the carriages stand, I'm broken and plain, Elizabeth. Take me up to your glory, Elizabeth, on white and screeching wheels. For the serpent has died, and I remain by your side, Elizabeth. Can't you hear me calling from me? With black and brown teeth, white roses all around and covered on. Can't you hear me calling from me? With black and frozen feet, white roses all around and covered on the ground. I'm the devil's disciple, Elizabeth, down, down in the depths of below. Tie me up on your cross, take me into your thoughts, Elizabeth. Let the earth fall around us, Elizabeth, and let it sink to the valley below. Let them come and tear us free, we're bound eternally, Elizabeth. So stand with me now, St. Elizabeth, away from this mountain town. Take me into your breast, I'm broken and blessed, Elizabeth. Can't you hear me calling from me? With black and brown teeth,